Welcome back to our channel. Do you know how to overcome procrastination? If you are a student or an employee, then it is very likely that at some point of time you have procrastinated your work. Procrastination means delaying or postponing something that you have to do but do you and want to do right now. You know you should be doing it now, but you're just not motivated enough, so you choose to do something else instead. We have all been there before, so don't worry, you're not alone. In this video, we will talk about what procrastination is and how to overcome procrastination. Make sure to watch the video till the end so that you understand how you can beat procrastination once and for all. We'll be discussing 6 points. Make sure to take notes and apply these in your life if you want to get rid of procrastination. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss out on such informative videos. Without further ado, let us begin. Point number 1. Identify why you are The first step to overcoming procrastination is identifying the root cause of the problem. Why are you procrastinating? What makes you put off tasks again and again? Is it because the task is boring? Is it because you're afraid of failure, or is it because you have too much on your plate? Once you identify the reason behind your procrastination, it becomes easier to tackle it. For example, if you're putting off a task because it's boring, find a way to make it more interesting. Break it down into smaller chunks, or set a timer to challenge yourself to complete the task quickly. Similarly, if you're procrastinating due to fear of failure, remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes. Everyone does. What matters is that you learn from your mistakes and move on. Sometimes procrastination can also be due to a lack of clarity or understanding. If this is the case, take some time to clarify your doubts and seek help from others if needed. By understanding the why behind your procrastination, you can develop a plan to address it effectively. Point number 2. Set realistic goals and deadlines. One of the biggest reasons why people procrastinate is because they set unrealistic goals for themselves. They set goals that are too ambitious or too vague, and then they get overwhelmed and just give up. The key to overcoming this is to set realistic goals and deadlines. Break down your larger goals into smaller, more achievable tasks and set deadlines for each task. This will give you a sense of urgency and help you stay focused. It also helps to build momentum and motivation. When you accomplish a small task and check it off your list, you feel a sense of satisfaction and motivation to keep going. Plus, setting deadlines helps you avoid the perfectionist trap. When you know that a deadline is looming, you're less likely to get bogged down in the details and more likely to just get the task done. Remember, it's better to complete a mediocre task on time than to spend hours perfecting a task and missing the deadline. Point 3. Eliminate distractions. Another major contributor to procrastination is distractions. Whether it's social media, email, or chat notifications, distractions can easily pull your focus away from the task at hand. The best way to deal with this is to eliminate distractions as much as possible. Turn off your phone, close any unnecessary tabs or apps, and find a quiet place to work where you won't be interrupted. If you need to stay connected for work purposes, try using website blockers or app timers to limit your access to distracting websites and apps. You can also use noise-canceling headphones to block out background noise and create a more focused environment. Eliminating distractions can significantly improve your productivity and help you stay focused on completing your tasks. Point 4. Reward yourself. One of the best ways to overcome procrastination is by rewarding yourself. When you complete a task, give yourself a small reward, something that you enjoy and that will motivate you to keep going. It doesn't have to be anything big. A small treat like a piece of chocolate or a few minutes of video game time can be just as effective as a bigger reward. The important thing is that the reward is something that you look forward to and that will incentivize you to complete your tasks. You can also reward yourself for completing multiple tasks or reaching a milestone. For example, after completing a particularly challenging project, you could treat yourself to a night out or a weekend getaway. The key is to find a balance between working hard and taking time to relax and enjoy your accomplishments. Point 5. Learn to say no. One of the most common causes of procrastination is having too much on your plate. When you have too many tasks to do, you may feel overwhelmed and end up procrastinating on all of them. The best way to deal with this is to learn to say no. It can be difficult to turn down requests, especially if you're afraid of disappointing others. But it's important to prioritize your own work and avoid taking on too much. When you do say no, Be polite but firm. He explained that you were already committed and won't be able to take on any additional tasks at this time. You can also offer to help out in other ways if you're able to. Learning to say no will help you avoid feeling overwhelmed and allow you to focus on completing your existing tasks without procrastination. Point 6. Don't strive for perfection. Perfectionism is one of the biggest enemies of productivity. When you strive for perfection, you may end up spending so much time planning and preparing that you never actually get started. Or even worse, you might get bogged down in the details and lose sight of the bigger picture. The best way to deal with perfectionism is to remind yourself that done is better than perfect. Aim for excellence, not perfection. This doesn't mean that you should lower your standards. It just means that you shouldn't get bogged down in the pursuit of perfection. There is always room for improvement, but sometimes you just have to accept that things won't be perfect and move on. Done is better than perfect because it allows you to make progress, learn from your mistakes, and adapt. When you're striving for perfection, you're more likely to get stuck, frustrated, and done is better than perfect because it helps you stay motivated, build momentum, and make progress towards your goals. It is better to have something that is good enough and completed on time than to have something that is perfect but late. Remember, done is better than perfect. These are 6 great tips that you can use to overcome procrastination. Remember that procrastination is a common human experience, and it's not something to be ashamed of. The important thing is to learn from it and make positive changes. Try implementing these tips in your daily life and see how much of a difference it makes in your productivity and overall success. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and comment below to let us know which tip was the most helpful to you. We value your feedback and would love to hear from you. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family so that they, too, can benefit from these tips. Thank you for watching.